An inuksuit is a stone landmark or cairn built by humans, used by the Inuit, Inupiat, Kalaallit, Yupik, and other peoples of the Arctic region of North America. These structures are found from Alaska to Greenland. This region, above the Arctic Circle, is dominated by the tundra biome and has areas with few natural landmarks. The inuksuk may have been used for navigation, as a point of reference, a marker for travel routes, fishing places, camps, hunting grounds, places of veneration, drift fences used in hunting or to mark a food cache. The Inupiat in northern Alaska used inuksuit to assist in the herding of caribou into contained areas for slaughter. Varying in shape and size, the inuksuit have ancient roots in Inuit culture. Historically, the most common type of inuksuk is a single stone positioned in an upright manner. There is some debate as to whether the appearance of human or cross-shaped cairns developed in the Inuit culture before the arrival of European missionaries and explorers. The size of some inuksuits suggests that the construction was often a communal effort. At Inuksuk Point on Baffin Island, there are over 100 inuksut. The site was designated a National Historic Site of Canada in 1969. Name: the word inuksuk means something which acts or performs the function of a person. The word comes from the morphemes inuk and suk. It is pronounced Inuksuk in Nunavik and the southern part of Baffin Island. In many of the central Nunavut dialects, it has the etymologically related name Inuksuk. While the predominant English spelling is inukshuk, both the Government of Nunavut and the Government of Canada through Aboriginal Affairs and Northern Development Canada promote the Inuit preferred spelling inuksuk. A structure similar to an inuksuk but meant to represent a human figure, called an inukshuk, has become widely familiar to non-Inuit. However, it is not the most common type of inuksuk. It is distinguished from inuksut in general. The Hammer of Thor, located on the Ungava Peninsula, Quebec, may be an inuksuk. Modern usage: inuksut continued to serve as an Inuit cultural symbol. An inuksuk is the centerpiece of the flag and coat of arms of the Canadian territory of Nunavut, and the flag of Nunavut. The Inuksuk High School in Iqaluit is named after the landmark. Inuksuk particularly, but not exclusively, of the Inunnaq variety are also increasingly serving as a mainstream Canadian national symbol. In 1999 Inukshuk was the name for the International Arctic Art and Music Project of ARBOS in the Canadian provinces of Quebec, Ontario, Nunavik, and Nunavut. And in Greenland, Austria, Denmark and Norway. On July 13, 2005, Canadian military personnel erected an inuksuk on Hans Island, along with a plaque and a Canadian flag, as part of Canada's long-standing dispute with Denmark over the small Arctic island. The markers have been erected throughout the country, including a 9-meter-high inuksuk that stands in Toronto on the shores of Lake Ontario. Located in Battery Park, it commemorates the World Youth Day 2002 festival that was held in the city in July 2002. Artisan Alvin Kanak of Rankin Inlet, Northwest Territories, created an inuksuk as a gift to the city of Vancouver for Expo 86. The land has since been donated to the city, and is now a protected site. An inukshuk is the basis of the logo of the 2010 Winter Olympics designed by Vancouver artist Elena Rivera McGregor. Its use in this context has been controversial among the Inuit, and the First Nations within British Columbia. Although the design has been questioned, people believe it pays tribute to the inuksuk that stands at Vancouver's English Bay. Friendship and the welcoming of the world are the meanings of both the English Bay structure and the 2010 Winter Olympics emblem. The Vancouver 2010 logo and the construction of inuksut around the world have led to increasing recognition of them. There are 5 authentic inuksut which were donated wholly or in part by the Government of Canada, in Brisbane, Australia. Monterrey, Mexico. Oslo, Norway. Washington, D.C., United States. And Guatemala City. The most recent Canadian donated inuksuk was built in Monterrey in October 2007 by the Inuvialut artist Bill Nisajaliwak. The sculpture was presented to the people of the northern state of Nuevo León as a gift from the Monterrey chapter of the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in Mexico and the Government of Canada, to mark the chamber unregistered trademark's 10th anniversary in the city. The sculpture stands over the Santa Lucia River Walk. Ηনুκshuk, of Inuktitut, personally chose the rocks for the structure from a local quarry near Monterey. The Inuksuk contains 2 rocks which the artist took to Mexico from Canada, one from the high Arctic and another from his hometown of Toronto. Together they form the Inuksuk unregistered trademark's heart. The Inuksuk was also used as the symbol of the Summit of the Americas, because of its connotations of guidance and unity towards common goals. Officials in various wilderness parks throughout Canada routinely dismantle inuksuit constructed by hikers and campers, for fear that they could misdirect park visitors from the cairns and other markers that indicate hiking trails. The practice of erecting inuksuit in parks has become so widespread that Kalaallit Provincial Park, on the north shore of Ontario's Georgian Bay, issued a notice in 2007 urging visitors to stop the invasion of inuksuit. A large number of inuksuit have been built in some areas along the Trans-Canada Highway, including northern Ontario. In 2010, a journalist from Sudbury's Northern Life counted 93 inuksuit along Highway 69 between Sudbury and Parry Sound. The journalist successfully tracked down a person who had built 2 inuksuit along the route. He attributed his action to having had a fill-the-dreams moment where I needed to stop and do it while driving home from a family funeral. According to Guinness World Records, the tallest Inuksuk is in Schomberg, Ontario, Canada. Built in 2007, it is 11.377 am tall. The Canadian rock band Rush featured a lone Inuksuk on the cover of their 1996 album Test for Echo. See also, monolith, petriform, rock art, references. External links: Peter Einik, The Ancestral Inuksuk, Inuinnaqtun Magazine, Spring 2006, PA 18-19. Places of Power, Essay and Photographs of Inuksuk, Inuinnaqtun Vancouver 2010 Olympic Winter Games Emblem, CBC News, Vancouver Olympic Emblem comes under fire, Canadian Heritage Minute video about the Inuksuk, Scott Hayes, Protecting the Authenticity and Integrity of Inuksuit Within the Arctic Milieu, A Permaltude Studies, Volume 26, Numa Copyright Rutu, 2002, PA 133-156. Nelson Graben, Inuksuk, Icon of the Inuit of Nunavut Permaltude Studies, Volume 28, Numa Copyright Ru 1, 2004, PA 69-82, 2010 Olympic Inuksuk Snow Sculpture from CTV Kami News.